want to get out to Fox 35's David Martin again. He's in Crystal River. And David, we understand that you're getting on a rescue boat.
John?
Sean, no, I'm not on a rescue boat. I'm on a rescue truck. We are taking advantage of a slack tide at the moment. Wow, that car is going to have some problems. That is a Honda. I called that earlier, by the way. We are on West State Park Street in Crystal River. Can't get access to a boat, so Sean is behind the wheel of a big pickup truck. Sean, how you doing, brother? You okay?
Yes, sir. We
okay. Good. This is exactly what I'm talking about. The members of the community helping other members of the community. We're getting a first-hand look at some of these homes in Crystal River that are just sitting in several feet of water. Wow, this is pretty spectacular, unreal. And this is not even the worst of it. The water has definitely receded in the past, I would say hour and a half, and it's only going to get worse as we head into high tide going into, let's see, what's 2:30 right now, so we're about 2 hours away from now, 2 or 3 hours from now, it's going to be really bad. People are desperately trying to get out if they're stranded, and for those that don't want to get out, they're saying, well, we're just going to stay here and ride it out. I don't see how that's possible if the water's going to get higher than where it is right now. So on our left, a house that's a bit higher in elevation. That's pretty good. Let me ask you guys, so how long have you lived in here?
All my life.
Your whole life. Have you ever seen something like this out here?
No, it's very different.
What's the last storm that you recall that you had this? Hermine, maybe?
Maybe Irma.
Oh, yeah, okay, right, Irma, that's right. Ian, yeah. Was the water like this during Hurricane Ian?
Yes.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
And how long did it take to recede after the storm? Do you recall?
A few months, actually. I don't know the exact, but it was a few months.
Months? Well, I think it's probably... Oh, gosh. Okay, we're going to have to sit down, Paolo, in case we hit a bump. That is unreal. So what is this neighborhood called specifically? Do y'all know?
It's what I don't know.
What is this called?
It's State Park Road. I don't know the name.
It's just State Park Road. Okay, gotcha. Well, we'll just see if we can find. Where's the gentleman who refuses to get off his roof?
Oh, we already passed him.
We passed him? He got off?
Yeah, with the cats.
Oh, he got off the roof. Okay. Now we're looking for 11119 West State Park. That's the woman who has 4 cats in there. But I don't know if we're going to be able to access her house per se, because we're going to try. All right. Well, we got the spirit in the truck. We're going to try. So this is just right off the Crystal River, John and Luann, and as you can see, it has become a river here on the streets. We're at the corner of West State Park Street and Little Hawk Point, and mailboxes are almost submerged, and that's just right now at slack tide. My goodness, have you ever seen something like this out here? I know I haven't. We'll send it back to the studio and maybe catch back up with us when. Are you okay, sir? No problem? You don't need rescuing? Okay, all right. You're safe. Your house is pretty high up.
Yeah.
No worries there. Yeah. But the tide's going to come in this afternoon, you know.
Oh, yeah.
How high will it get this afternoon, do you think, on your driveway? 7 feet, he's saying. That's possible. And where's this guy going, Sean? Were you in the truck?
Looks like he's trying to help out somebody going down that road.
Gotcha.
Turn around.
That's deep.
Oh, that's deep. What you doing?
He's trying to get a car. That's a smart move. Wow-wee, that is deep. He's close to the bottom of his truck. I wouldn't. Sean, we're not inching anywhere towards your floorboards, are we here? We're okay still?
We're not even above my tire.
We're not even above your tire? All right, we're doing okay. They say there are a lot of snakes and sewage and all kinds of things floating around here. Everything.
That is a fact.
That is a fact. My gosh. This is an unprecedented look at Crystal River post-Hurricane Idalia, John and Luann. I'm going to send it back to you in the studio as we just wander around and hopefully try to help people who need it. Back to you in the studio.
Well, Dave, before we let you go, I mean, this is fascinating. You may not think it's good TV, but of course, you always get the best TV. You get in the back of a truck and drive around a town that nobody else can see. What are your thoughts when you go through all this, David?
Well, I'll tell you, John, I think what happened here, and maybe the locals know this was bound to happen, but a lot of them were caught by surprise. They thought they dodged a bullet. That was what they said. And a lot of folks probably breathed a sigh of relief waking up this morning, knowing that the storm, went up to the Panhandle. However, I don't think a lot of folks realized the way the moon is and the high tide and the king tide and all that it would have such a drastic effect 12 hours after the fact in their streets. So I think a lot of folks just didn't realize that, but a lot of locals knew that, and they say, this is not that big of a deal. It'll go away. We've been through this before. As case in point with our friends in the truck here, this is something they deal with. So for those of us who live on high ground in the middle of Central Florida, this is shocking. I can't imagine living in a situation like this and having to worry about this kind of water getting into your house. It's not clean, that's for sure.
Yeah, David, when you look forward, the homes right in front of you seem to be on higher ground, but the ones behind you, they seem like they may be under several feet of water. Is that where the Crystal River is? Oh, did we lose you, David? No, there you are.
That's
to your
a fantastic. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Luann. I want to ask my crew. So some of the houses seem to be okay on higher ground.
Yes, sir, like this one.
Like
right
this
here.
one in front of us, exactly.
Because it's getting shallow.
Yeah, it's getting shallow.
Now, where's the river in relation to where we are right now? To our left?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Okay.
Right behind the houses right here.
All right. So,
These condos pretty big.
so Luann, it's just a function of some houses being built higher on higher ground than others. So as we proceed down the street here, it's going to get a bit more shallow. So it just depends on where your house sits in relation to the river. Some a little bit high. I mean, every 6 feet makes a difference. No question about it. Let's see how we're doing with our friend here. You okay over there? No problem? You got your sandbags? That's good. How high do you think the water's going to get on your house today? No more, but high tide's coming at 5. 444, exactly. What are you going to do then? What do you say? We'll figure it out.
Real Floridian.
The true Floridian. We'll figure it out, John and Luann.
Hardy folks up there, David, they're going to figure it out. You know they will.
That's so funny. And yeah, I thought he said bail it out. I mean, that's what you're going to end up doing too. You might be doing some of that as
Maybe
well.
he said that.
Yeah.
Bailing and figuring.
Yeah. Well, David, thanks so much for giving us a tour around there. He found some great people too. I love those guys. They're a lot of fun. Thank you, David. We'll see you in a little bit.